Yeah, I want to get to 1 million subs. I want to make content that no one else is making. I actually want to do journalism. Then I discovered there was a sports journalism.
Yeah.
And I saw 2 places were still opening up. There was one in like Southampton and one in UEL. One of the pieces I did for Rising East, this is mad, was interviewing Declan Rice. It's got 1 million views.
You alright, mate? How are you today?
I'm good, thanks, bro. How are you?
I'm very well. Welcome to the Chinwag podcast. So, first of all, can you just introduce yourself, what you do? I know what you do, but just introduce yourself to the viewers.
Yeah, so basically my name's Ammi. I'm 24. I'm half English, half Algerian. Massive West Ham fan. Obviously, sports journalism degree, which I did with you. And
we'll get onto that. We'll get all that in a minute. We'll get onto all that in a minute. So I know that you've got a YouTube channel. Just introduce your YouTube channel for me and just tell me what you do in there and tell me what that's about.
Yeah, basically my channel is just my name, Dean Ammi, and I make...
Go subscribe to his channel before we start. Go subscribe.
Thanks, Ali.
That's all right.
And I just make videos about sort of African football, because I see all these channels in it, you know, like obviously you've got Arsenal Fan TV, talking about the clubs, even I spot West Ham, there's so many West Ham channels. So I thought I'd do something different about African football. And a lot of African football content's not actually in English because of obviously the other languages they speak there and stuff. So I thought I'd do it in English, you know, a niche subject to a wider audience. And now I've got 13k subs.
Wow, that's a lot of subs. That's definitely more than me.
Yeah. That's you one day, bro.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm trying to reach that level. But yeah, that's great. Like I started YouTube because I was bored during lockdown. So you started because there wasn't many in English. So do you think that's been successful for you throughout your youth from the start till now, or what do you think?
Funnily enough, when I was thinking of starting it, I started it when I was at uni with you in it.
Okay.
And I actually spoke to the lecturers and I was like, listen, I want to start. Because you know we had the West Ham channel. I mean, we'll probably talk about it in a bit.
We'll get onto that in a minute. Don't worry.
But like, I just thought, I want to make content that no one else is making.
Right.
And no one else is talking about like Algerian football. No one cares.
Yeah.
And then what happened was Leicester won the league, innit?
Okay.
Like 2016.
Yeah.
And Mahrez was obviously Algerian. He was a key part of that.
Yeah.
That's where interest started. So I thought, I'm going to jump on this bandwagon.
Okay.
And then what? Bloody hell, 6 years later, here we are today.
We know each other from uni. We went to University of East London. Tell me why you wanted to study sports journalism.
See, not many people know this, but actually, so like secondary school, I went to private school, innit? And you're surrounded by all these kids that want to be like doctors, bloody lawyers and all that, yeah? So I was kind of forced to do like something like that. So I was going to have to do politics degree. I applied and everything, I got in, yeah? And actually last minute over that summer, after UCAS and stuff, I was like, you know what? This is so dead.
But why did you choose that in the first place?
Politics?
Yeah.
Well, I was kind of a mixture of peer pressure,
right,
from the other students around me, because like the gossiping, oh my God, you're not doing like a good course. And I ended up thinking like, you know what, I'm going to hate this. I actually just want to do something I enjoy. Like I love football in it. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to rip this up, right? I actually want to do journalism. Then I discovered there was a sports journalism.
Yeah.
And I saw 2 places were still opening up. There was one in like Southampton and one in UEL.
Which is perfect for you because right next to your house, basically.
Yeah, like East London, innit? I was like, this is a no-brainer. I don't even need to like move out or anything.
Yeah.
So I thought, this is calm. I'm going to do a course that I enjoy. I'm going to enjoy coming to uni every day and do something I'm passionate about, rather than writing essays about some crap that like no one probably cares about.
It was like me. I was very undecided on what to do. And then, because obviously I love football as well, I love sports in general, I was just thinking, I need to do something in sports related. It was sports science, but I wasn't really going into like the kind of scientific stuff of sports science. But then sports journalism, obviously you watch football, we have social media and this and that, so that's why I did it. So was sports journalism something? Obviously you enjoyed it. Was it what you expected it to be? Was it better than you thought it would be? So just tell me what you've going through.
Like I didn't really know what to expect. Like obviously I wasn't expecting to be like pitch side at the World Cup final, but
tell me about that first. Just tell me about that. What? So you were pitch side of the World Cup final. How did you end up there?
No, I wasn't pitch side of the World Cup final. I'm saying I didn't expect like the course.
Oh, I see. That's definitely going in because that's my bad.
I wasn't expecting that.
I was like, whoa. I was like, Dean Ammi, you know. So yeah. Tell me what you expected of it.
Yeah, like I said, I wasn't expecting big things, but like I wanted to like learn the ropes. For example, like you got all this camera equipment here.
Yeah.
Obviously, like during the course, we learned how to use it,
Yeah.
like tripods, you know, shots, edit, stuff like that, Final Cut. So I enjoyed that element of it. And obviously, you know, being a West Ham fan and the uni being near West Ham, we got to go to like West Ham youth games, under 21 games, which was pretty cool. Like, I remember we had this website, Rising East, didn't it? Yeah.
Big up Rising East.
Rising
Big
East,
it up.
right? Never forget. Gone but never forgotten. Yeah, basically, one of the pieces I did for Rising East, this is mad, was interviewing Declan Rice.
Okay, you need to send that to me because I'll put it on screen right now.
Yeah, but I don't even know whether we can still find it. But like, he was like some young centre back, Irish, yeah, saying he like dreams of playing for Ireland.
Oh god.
I think that's why they got rid of it or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh no way.
And it's just stuff like that. Like, I didn't even care if they were famous or not, but like the idea of interviewing players, like sort of, at first you're a bit nervy, but then you learn the ropes.
Yeah, it's like with me with my YouTube channel now. I've started the Chinwag podcast, and at the moment it's my friends, but friends with interesting sports stories. Like I've had my friend who's PT and this Taekwondo World Championship as well, and I decided to come to you as well because you got a YouTube channel. You could want to share your story. I know at uni you started your own YouTube channel with two other friends, and I actually made a couple of appearances on there.
Yeah, you did.
That was the start of Ali Chin Football on YouTube. But tell me what was your aim and your target for that channel back in uni?
It's actually a bit mad. It was like Ironworks TV. The first ever video on that channel, you're actually in it. The first vid, it's a crossbar challenge.
That was the first vid?
The first vid was a crossbar challenge. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're the one who hit the crossbar.
I'll try. Is that still on YouTube?
Yeah.
It's still on YouTube.
Yeah. I'll get you the clip if you want it. Like, it was a bang. We've got 2 angles of it as well, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The 6 shots.
That was big time back in the day when we did not know how to use any of that equipment at all. We were just winging it back then.
Yeah, but what people don't know is that there's like half an hour of attempts of hitting the crossbar, and the video's like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't hit it, bro, I don't know what we would do.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird because no one ever sees the behind the scenes. I'll take a photo of it and I'll send you the shot of behind the scenes. It's on screen now, but no one ever realizes what goes behind the scenes of it. So tell me more about that YouTube channel and where and you wanted that to go.
Yeah, so this was like 2015. This was the first year of the course, and we were learning about the equipment, like all the equipment you got here and stuff, the tripods, etc., the mics, and we were like, okay, we're all West Ham fans, and we go into the games anyway. So it's not like we're going out of our way to make content. We're like, we'll just go to the games and then take a camera. We're like, we'll go out and play football or sport and we'll take a camera.
Yeah.
So that was the sort of the vibe. And we only did it for about a year in the end. I think uni caught up with us in the end because there was more work in the later years. But yeah, it was mad. I don't know why we did this golf video, mini golf.
I think I remember watching
Yeah, it's got 1 million views.
That's crazy.
Yeah. If you don't believe me, screenshot now, yeah?
It'll be on screen right now.
Yeah. It's got 1 million views. You can watch it now. I've got no idea why it's got 1 million views.
Was there like a crazy title to it, a thumbnail to it?
It was literally just called Ironworks Mini Golf Challenge, right? And then, like, I think, Spencer FC, yeah? I think he shared it. Because his brother's like massively into golf.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
So I think that's why it blew up or something like that. It was just crazy. I don't know. It's mad. But you know what's mad? The channel wasn't monetized because we didn't have 1,000 subs.
Oh,
so we didn't make a penny off that video.
I'm not monetized yet, so hopefully soon. But I know you're monetized, so do you treat your channel differently to when it's monetized, when it's not monetized? Or I know you still enjoy making your stuff. So do you treat it differently, or do you think, what content do I need to put on to make this video bang? So,
like, what I'll do is I'll still make the same content, but like the money from monetization I'll reinvest. For example, the money I got from the channel I used to go watch Algeria and vlog it. Okay. Like the other day I went to Lisbon and vlogged it. So the money just sort of goes back in the channel.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, sort of recycle it.
So how did the Ironworks TV channel? So how many subscribers did you get up to? What kind of content were you making back in the day?
So we had like a mixture. Right? Half of the content was like pure West Ham football, so like a weekly podcast sort of like this called West Ham Weekly, and vlogging the games. And then the other half was just like the random challenges, like the golf videos and stuff. Okay. So in the end, I think the channel was maybe like 1.2k subs it got to in the end, after about a year. And then we just stopped. But I don't know, because we didn't really have like a long-term aim. We were just like, we're just going to take a camera and see what happens from here. It wasn't like, oh, we want to get to 10k, 20k. It was nothing like that.
When I started, as I've said, I was bored during lockdown. There was no aim for me. I just did it because I had nothing else to do. And now, obviously, I've just hit 850 subscribers. My next goal is obviously that 1k and to get monetized. So for your channel and Ironworks TV, you said there was no aims. So for your channel, Dean Ammi, do you have any aims and targets that you want to reach?
Oh yeah. I want to get to 1 million subs, but the problem is my content is very dependent on what like Algeria do in the real world. For example, if we don't go to the World Cup, my channel's going to be so dead.
Just review other African teams then.
Like if we do, I'll probably fly to like Doha and actually go to the games.
Oh, wow,
so like, it's very, very dependent on what Algeria do. Obviously, I want to get to like 1 million subs. I know that's probably like a very, very unrealistic target, but I'm not saying I'll get there overnight. But like, you got to have ambition. And but another element for me is like, just for me personally, just to watch back moments with like my friends and stuff, even like just to watch it.
Do you ever watch back the Ironworks TV stuff, or do you not really?
I did like when we were finishing the course, sort of 2017, 2018. Now it's like, it's completely different, isn't it? West Ham don't even play at the same stadium anymore.
Yeah.
Like it was a different ground back then. It's just different vibes. So I don't really watch that stuff back now. But like my current channel, for example, the vlogs I'll do of like going to watch Algeria, I watch them back in my own time, innit? Just enjoy the vibes from it.
But I don't know about you, but when I post a video, I'm normally sick and tired of that video already because I've seen it so many times through editing and stuff. So are you the same, or do you still watch back your previous videos? Because obviously our channels are very different.
Yeah.
So mine's more challenges, podcasts. Obviously, I'll watch the team I play for. I watch the games back every now and then. So do you watch back your videos?
It depends on what the video is really. So this is the thing. Like obviously the fact that you're filming it, you basically already watched in it because you are in it. You know what's going to be said. And like when you're editing, for example, you watch it back as well.
Just like over and over again.
But like if I like it, for example, if there's like a funny moment, I'll like go over it over and over again. But say it's like a long hour video, like I'm not going to sit there and watch the hour back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but what I'll do is I'll maybe put them, them little timestamps you can put in, and then click to certain sections throughout. That's probably what I would do.
Okay. So what was the switch in your head going from Ironworks TV at uni and then starting your own channel? Did you want to continue the Ironworks stuff, or did you just want to branch off and leave the boy band? Leave the boy band.
Bro, it's not One Direction, bro.
Leave the boy band and start your own thing. So why did you start your own, and why did that come to an end? The other one.
So basically, the other one stopped. It wasn't like there was no like fallout because we're still studying together every day in lectures and stuff. A mixture of like people working, no time. West Ham moving ground, for example, like the London Stadium, it's a nightmare to get a camera in. Like you need like permission and like arguing with the stewards and stuff. Upton Park, just walk in. So that was tough. And then finding the time when everyone's free. So like the channel's still there, in it. It's not like someone's taking it over. Like anyone can upload any time if they want to, but no one has. So there's no bad blood there or anything. But I just thought, if I do one on my own,
it's just down to you.
Like I don't need to rely on anyone else. And like, I'm not going to just suddenly start another West Ham channel, innit? I'm going to do something different, because otherwise I just might as well use the other one, because it's already got a little platform. So I thought, okay. And then I looked around, I'm like, there's so many West Ham channels. Like mad, especially now you can literally just press a button and you're live and you chat. Yeah. And it's like, everyone's doing it. I searched Algeria and like Africa, like nothing.
So you actually put a lot of research into this?
I was like, it's got to be unique. I think the way to get views, I thought, was to be unique. Because people watching my things, like, you're not going to find someone else talking about like Algerian players, So I thought, okay, if they search any news, my face is going to come up. Yeah. So that's why I kind of did it, and it's kind of worked too now. But like I'm sort of looking to branch out, not just Algeria, but to more Africa as well, because widen the audience. Africa's got 1 billion population, isn't it?
Yeah. So if Algeria don't qualify for the World Cup, will you still cover those other African teams, or are you too salty that Algeria went out at AFCON group stage? I watched that video.
Why are you dropping?
And you were fuming, and I thought that was hilarious. I watched that, and I was like, "Yo, he's done that, and this will get views because it's just an outrage, an outpour of anger." So will you cover other African teams, or?
The thing is, there's this debate on YouTube that football channels will say they get more views when their team loses than when their team actually wins.
Yeah, I've found that when I play for my team, then I post it, that gets so many, not so many, but that gets normally more views than if we win.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
It's out of order, to be fair.
Yeah.
But like for me, it was like, okay, I can get more views with loss, but we're out. It's not like you got another fixture coming up next.
Yeah,
That's it. There's no more fixtures. So it's kind of like a double negative, really. Like the first AFCON I covered, we won it. So it's mad. We like 7 games, friendlies, going out in London celebrating. Now, like, we're out after like 2 games. Like, what do I do now? It was so my views dropped because Algeria went out, which I'm cool with. It's understandable because mainly my subs are Algerian. But in terms of your question about the World Cup, the comments want me to cover it, even if Algeria don't go.
But would you
but
still
I'm not
go,
doing it.
Would you still go to Doha?
No way, bro.
No?
To watch Morocco and Egypt, you have to laugh. They're gonna banter me in the ground.
So you wouldn't. So you.
Not a chance. Not seeing Mo Salah running down the wing. Forget that.
I saw you so happy when Senegal won, because obviously Egypt's like North Africa as well, and you don't want those teams, those kind of teams to win. So I was looking at obviously your YouTube. So you said you want a million subs. So how do you promote on other social media accounts, or is it just solely YouTube?
The main basis for the viewership started on Twitter, because on Twitter I got 60,000.
Okay.
So
how do you build that kind of following?
again, talking about Algeria, innit? Because no one else is in English, because of course Algerians speak French and Arabic, innit?
Yeah.
So like, obviously when I'm posted news, like, it's weird. The main news in Algeria is like, it's sort of like a mini transfer window of us trying to get players.
Yeah, I will always see your videos. You want like Hassamawa, Ryan Ait-Nouri.
Yeah.
Mate, I've watched your channel, I've watched it, 100%. I know. Yeah. I'm a big fan of his channel, man. Come on, that's why he's here.
If you wanted to know about Algeria calling up Ait-Nouri or Michael Elise, would you have read about that anywhere else?
No.
Exactly.
But I didn't know Michael Elise, because I thought...
Yeah, that's the thing.
I just thought it was just English, maybe Nigerian. I think you said that in the video.
Yeah. You can play for 4 countries.
But then you said Algerians don't want him because his name's Michael.
Yeah. It's a weird conundrum, innit?
So,
yeah.
But would you take these kind of players if
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our striker's Andy Delors. Like, it's called Andy, innit?
Okay.
But it's just the people back home have like...
I saw you you made a video about him, and the thumbnail will be on screen now. Mm-hmm. I saw you, as I said, make a video, and then he responded.
Yeah. Because he follows me on Twitter.
Does he? So talk me through that.
So I tweeted the video out.
Yeah.
Delors, obviously, I tagged him. He clicked on it. He watched it, and then he said thank you. But it's because it went back to 2019 when he first approached us.
So what other country could he have played for? France.
France, innit? Yeah. He's only like a quarter Algerian. He's got like a grandmother who's Algerian on his mum's side, and that's it, right? And the guy was, 26, 27? And everyone was like...
Did he play in France as well?
He played for Nice, mate. He's got like 10 goals in the Liga this season, And everyone was like, oh, you're only picking Algeria now because France are never going to call you over like Mbappe, Benzema. I'm like, listen, if you want the best chance of winning games, you've got to get these guys in. That's the way I see it.
The only reason I know not so much, like these Algerian players, is because of your channel.
Yeah.
And I understand now why you did it, because of the niche. Like, I was watching you say something like Slimani Bounedjah. I would have not known who Bounedjah is.
Never a clue.
Yeah, and Belaili. You hate Belaili, right?
Well,
Talk me about that.
well, just because of the AFCON, innit?
Yeah.
And
Brahimi.
Yeah, Brahimi.
He never passed the ball.
Yeah, he doesn't pass
I watched your videos,
Yeah,
mate.
he knows, mate.
I
And
know.
he's got a point.
I'm the fan. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it's mad because all these players that people don't know about. You may have probably heard of Brahimi, innit? Because he was at Porto for a while, and like, I'm playing FIFA. He's always an ultimate team and
Isn't he
stuff.
Qatar?
Yeah, they all go to the Middle East.
Okay.
Apparently, this is some secret mission to get all the players in Qatar ahead of the World Cup, so they already know how to play in the stadiums and stuff. That's what's actually going on.
Is that the Dinami exclusive? Yeah.
Exclusive, yeah.
Exclusive
Yeah.
on my channel.
There you go.
We're moving up in the world. But yeah, so
Yeah. So obviously, Brahimi had a poor AFCON, but basically what happened was there was this Arab Cup in like December time, but only players in the Middle East could go. Right, because obviously it's during the Prem season. Like you're not going to call up some players who went like Tunisia took Hannibal from Man United. He played in the final, but we won that cup. Brahimi scored in the final. Everyone's getting gassed up. Oh God, Brahimi's sick. AFCON, awful. Didn't do anything. So now everyone's on his back. He probably won't get called up for the qualifiers next month.
So if Algeria don't actually do well, would you? This is in general for your YouTube channel. Would you not want to branch off and do other type of content rather than just vlogging and match reviews, or are you just going to stick to your guns? The first thing you wanted to do and just do that, or would you branch off into other things? Because I never thought I'd have a podcast, to be fair.
Yeah, you see, it's weird, Ali, because I never had that dilemma until now.
Yeah.
Since I started the channel, Algeria went 35 games unbeaten, right? They didn't lose for 35 games. It was like 2 off the world record.
Wow. Okay.
Then obviously with the games at AFCON we lost. It's the first time we've lost since I made a channel. I've never really had to think about not covering Algeria because they basically won all the time, won Arab Cup, won AFCON, went to France, vlogged beating Colombia, like madness. Suddenly we're losing. I'm like, oh, what do I do now? I didn't really expect this. Premier League, if your team plays every week, even if they get thrashed 5-0, they're going to play again next week. This is awkward, international football.
Yeah.
So, but I will probably stick to my guns and stick to Algeria because that's what the viewers are there for, isn't it? If I start making videos about...
Yeah, but they could be there, obviously, for the Algeria content, but they're there for you as well. They wouldn't subscribe unless it's still you and your channel and your personality. But I guess maybe if you branch off, then you could get... for example, their friends will see, he's doing something else. I'm going to show him this, and then you get more subscribers. Or would you not want to? Or are you really, really going to stick to your guns and not?
That's the thing. If I really want more subs, I'm going to have to branch out to other countries. But if I'm just sticking to what I enjoy,
so is it just vlogging? Would you not go do any other content, as in like not just vlogs? Would you do like, for example, like my channel? I'm not saying you got to follow this, but I've got like challenges, podcast, games, ball skill tutorials, and stuff like that. So over time that got me more subs, and hopefully over time that will get me more to 1,000. So would you not want to?
Oh, I'm looking into doing, when there's no football, I want to do like challenges. I want to do like a quiz.
Okay.
Like a Who Wants to Be a Billionaire thing.
Okay.
Like, and
Get
food.
me on that.
Oh yeah, and food and food challenges.
Nice.
When yours in it, you had the food forfeits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Algerian food forfeits, mate.
Ooh.
Them hot chili stuff is hotter than the ones you had. Yeah.
No. Oh god.
But yeah, I definitely want to branch out and do other stuff. And I've got a few other things planned. Like, you have your team.
Yeah.
You record every week.
Yeah.
Like, we're doing I think we're going to do a charity. It's not confirmed yet, but we're looking to do a charity match soon. So like
we as
in London Algerians against London Moroccans.
Okay.
In the, I think, New River Stadium in North London. So try and film that or something.
So what do you enjoy most about having a YouTube channel?
The thing I enjoy the most is actually connecting with people that have the same interest and the same passion as me. So it's very hard to like...
Different if you did politics at uni.
Exactly. But imagine if you go down the pub, you can already talk about West Ham with anyone. Can't talk about Algerian football with anyone down the pub.
Yeah.
So like these guys are all around the world, isn't it? Like I'm Algerian, but I'm in England. You've got them in France, Canada, America, Australia. But they can all watch your channel anywhere. That's what I like about YouTube, isn't it? It's not like iPlayer or whatever when you can only watch it in the UK.
If you have a VPN.
VPN.
Sponsor me!
Could have done with that VPN. Yeah. Like I enjoy connecting with people, seeing their views, or like their opinions compared to mine.
Do you subscribe to other channels like yours, or
There isn't any.
there's not any?
Not in English, no.
Not in English.
No.
Oh, so at all? So you're the only one in English?
Nothing. There's none.
Okay.
Like people will cover AFCON, of course, loads. Even bloody Don Robbie was doing AFCON watch-alongs and stuff.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I was supposed to go on a watch-along for Algeria,
Okay.
but we never got far enough. Yeah. So that was a shame. But yeah, no one else is doing it. So like, it's not like I can watch other channels and see their views. My only way is in the comment section. Sometimes I even get news. People drop me news in the comment section. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. I'll make a video about that. So it's hard because no one else is doing it. I don't really have anyone to compare myself with.
So you would there's on YouTube, if you don't know, not you specifically, but anyone watching, there's something called YouTube Studio. So are your viewers mostly in, where are they?
Funnily enough, not UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in Algeria or France because there's like 6 million Algerians in France or something. So they're in Algeria or France mainly. Like, I'm not looking for UK viewership. I think that's too unrealistic and the audience would be too small. I'm looking like worldwide, so Africa mainly. That's where I want the views in it.
Yeah.
Because, and also, I don't know why there's this vibe that Algerians feel pride seeing someone talk about their team in English. It's like an African mentality thing where they feel like prestigious if they see people talking about it on like mainstream media and stuff.
Yeah.
So the main audience is like Algeria or France. But it's funny when we like play a country and I look on the studio, it's like, 20% Sierra Leone viewers or like 15% Ivory Coast viewers. So it depends on who we play really.
With my channel, it's mostly UK because obviously with the games that gets quite a decent amount of views. I've got, because of my Instagram as well. Obviously on Instagram you can just connect with anyone you want from around the world. So I've got coaches from like Pakistan, India, like Australia and this and that. So obviously with yours, I understand why it's just from those kind of countries. Would you not want to branch out into? Obviously, you do West Ham. And obviously, that will probably be more of UK based. Would you not want to do? I don't know. Obviously, not other teams, but branch off more into the UK as well, because that is more where you're from.
It's definitely something that I should look at. But at the same time, I don't want to lose what's unique about what I'm covering.
Yeah, I'm not saying stop what you're doing, because Algeria will never stop playing football.
Yeah.
But as I said, what in your mind, when you're thinking about doing other content, what other content would you make to get more viewership
I
in
think
England?
it would have to be other African nations probably, but problem is because of like rivalry and stuff, I can't really talk about Morocco or Egypt or whatever without getting slated in the comments. Bloody hell. We've just dropped in the FIFA rankings by like 20 places. My comments are just like, oh my god, mind the gap.
Really?
So like if I do what you say, it's going to have to more like Nigeria, Ghana, those sorts of regions, and plus those countries speak English a lot more than like the North African countries. So obviously, like next month, I'm going to trial it. So obviously the World Cup playoffs are happening for Africa.
You've got Senegal, you guys.
We've got Cameroon.
Oh,
just
got
hosted
Senegal, Egypt.
Repeated the final.
Oh god.
Yeah. So like rather than just make a video about Algeria, Cameroon, I'm going to make videos about all 5 games.
Okay.
I'm going to sort of test
separate videos or
yeah, separate. So like 5 different videos. There's 5 games. Sort of test the waters, see which countries I'm more interested in watching, and then sort of take it from there. If it goes well, I'll cover all of Africa. But like this is quite these playoffs are huge for us, isn't it? Like obviously we're playing Cameroon. We have to go back to the country. We just got knocked out in the group stage in Senegal, Egypt.
Is it just a one-off game?
It's home and away, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Like with away goals and stuff like that.
Okay.
Obviously Senegal, Egypt, a repeat of the final. Mali, Tunisia. Morocco playing Congo, who didn't even go, but it's mad. Like for example, Congo are building a mad team. I've seen that they're going to get Nkunku, the Leipzig guy.
Okay.
Wan-Bissaka.
Okay.
Like they're building a mad team. Mali are getting Doucouré from Everton, and Dembele, the striker from Lyon. So everyone's building a mad team. But this is the thing. It's very hard to find information about this sort of thing. So I'm thinking if I start doing stuff about that,
Okay. Then that'll surely just bang views for you, and then you can just take that to a different level. Have you had any? As you said, you had if Algeria got to the final, you could have done like a watch along with who was that?
Robbie from AFTV.
Oh. Have you had any other opportunities to do different things?
Not in terms of YouTube. Like I've been on like TV and radio just as a journalist, obviously from the degree. But like YouTube opportunities, nah, not really.
It's quite hard. I found to grow on YouTube because I've got a lot more followers on Instagram than I do have on YouTube. It's because on Instagram it's so easy, just follow for follow, but you can't really do that on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I haven't had opportunities as well. But I've seen other smaller YouTube channels. They're like in association with like Manscaped and this and that, and I'm like, how do they
get brand deals and stuff? But I don't actually like. There's some things they don't tell you, like they'll put a link in the description.
Yeah.
And Manscaped will only pay them like £5 for every new buyer they get, rather than just paying them a fee. I think that's how it works.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I read that only 30% of people on YouTube actually have a YouTube account. So
that watch content.
need like a Gmail account or something for YouTube. So like 70% of people go on YouTube without a YouTube account. They just search stuff in it.
Okay.
Like only the ones with a YouTube account can actually sub to you.
Yeah.
So that's why it's hard to get subs at the beginning. But even your channel, like obviously you do the football content. Do you have a guy or a channel that you look up to that you want to be like them?
Oh, well, there's the one, obviously the obvious one, the really big one.
Hashtag.
I don't really watch hashtag, but there's so Chris MD, obviously he does.
He's been tough with Ronaldo, isn't it?
Yeah, so he does stuff for challenges. I always search when I had not no ideas. When I was looking for inspiration, I would often search Chris MD and see what kind of challenges he does, because we're both techie guys, isn't it?
Of course.
So you know what I'm saying.
When you see that crossbar here.
Yeah, but other like small channels like mine, feel like they don't do a wide variety. It's either like just talking like podcast or just coach and stuff. I think for a small YouTube channel like mine, I've got quite a wide variety of content for like that will suit kind of different people. Like maybe obviously maybe you won't take an interest in the my team's game, because like why would you?
But the challenges I love.
Yeah, so if you watch the challenges or if you watch the podcast, because that's still football related and football things to do. So as I said, I never thought I would start a podcast when I started this my YouTube channel about, I think, a year and a half ago now. So how long have you had yours? So you said,
Yeah, it would have been probably 2018, middle of 2018. And
did you find it hard to grow subscribers at the start?
yeah, it was hard because I think a World Cup was happening and we weren't there. So that was a bit dead. And then the World Cup finished. As soon as that World Cup finished, I started. It was like fresh, clean slate. And obviously we qualified for AFCON 1, AFCON, etc., etc. The only really annoying thing was the bloody pandemic. Because there was no international football for like a year. And
to be fair, that was a blessing for me because I only started 12th of July 2020. I know the exact date of my first video. And obviously, everyone's off work. So you go to the park with some friends, film a video, and I was like, why not? I only started with one camera, then I went to 2, then I went to 3, then I've got this GoPro here now and many tripods. So, and then my friends that play for my team actually asked me, I want to come onto your channel, is that, and come and play and do a challenge. So it's all about growing, really. It's just like yours. Now you've got 13K. The other day I checked, you got like 12 and a half or something.
But the thing that's good about you is obviously every player on that team can share it, and they're going to want to share it because they're in it, right? And then their friends see it and their friends see it, especially if they're like, someone scores a banging goal, they're going to share that everywhere in it. So you need to get some like 50-yard hit or something, and then you'll see it.
I do. What do you spend the most on to do your YouTube channel? Is it the editing? Is it the thinking of new ideas, the filming? So talk to me about the behind the scenes of your YouTube channel.
I hate the most thumbnails.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like thumbnails are long. Like I'm using Canva to make the thumbnails. I'm not using Photoshop or anything.
Do you know what I use for my thumbnail?
Paint.
No, I use PowerPoint. That is it.
But how do you get the pixels the right size? Is there like a template to use the right size?
Yeah, there is, and I'll show you, or I'll send it to you later. But
PowerPoint.
Yeah, PowerPoint.
I've never heard that before.
PowerPoint.
Bro, what?
Or like with my team, I do the Instagram graphics as well. I use PowerPoint for that. For everything, I never venture off PowerPoint. PowerPoint is the thing I own. This only thing I use to make thumbnails, and that's it. So you said thumbnails.
I don't like thumbnails because they're long for me.
Why?
How am I going to find Michael Olise in an Algeria shirt? That's going to take time to make. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like I can just go on Google and whack like Mahrez in the thumbnail. This is like long stuff, and I just hate making thumbnails.
Yeah, that is quite long.
I don't mind editing.
But thumbnails is one of the most important bits because that it attracts the people at the start, I guess.
So you have to spend time on it.
Yeah, so I do. The last one I did, which will be on screen now, I actually I searched so many players holding, because it was a January transfer window podcast, so I got so many people holding this shirt, and then I had to cut round it, and just, but on PowerPoint you just remove the background and it's just there. You can just do it, but then you have to do it manually as well if it's like a couple colours together. But
bro, like something like png.com, whack the image in, takes it off in 2 seconds.
Oh really? Okay, I need to.
I'll send you it.
Oh yeah, I need to look into that. Is there anything else that, apart from thumbnails, or what do you enjoy about having a YouTube channel behind the scenes? Not like at face value, but behind the scenes, what do you enjoy the most?
Like obviously I like talking because it's passionate for me. I like sly little indirect digs at certain players and teams.
Yeah.
I always make little indirect comments and then people pick up on it. Some people don't, but then when I see people pick up on it, I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, and they'll timestamp it, and I'm like, yeah, that makes me laugh.
Yeah.
I actually like the whole, because obviously a lot of my videos are just literally sitting down talking to the camera, not like a podcast like you, but like just like 5-10 minutes talking about certain news.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to make, and you just sit down, you've got your background already, like whack a couple of text boxes on the screen and that's it. So it's not really like a drag for me. But if I'm going to like vlog a game and then you end up with like 50, 60 different clips that you have to stick together, that's what I don't like, because that takes time.
So with your latest one, the Newcastle West Ham vlog, did you use have you got like a GoPro phone, or what did you use for that?
Well, obviously the London Stadium, I don't know if you've been, but the stewarding and the security is very strict. No cameras allowed inside, bag searches. It's like going to the airport, it's like going to Heathrow. So you can't actually take a camera in. So I have to literally use my mobile phone to film.
So not even a GoPro you can't even take?
Obviously GoPro is quite small, and you can probably put it in your pocket. Yeah. But like, if a steward sees you whacking a GoPro around, I reckon they'll take it off you.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that strict?
Yeah.
So as I said earlier, we did sports journalism at University of East London. So what did you do coming out of uni as did you do anything sports journalism related, and what's your biggest achievement as a sports journalist so far?
But the thing is, right, I saw it two ways. Like, a degree to go in that field, but also a lot of like mainstream jobs just want you to have a degree. Like, it doesn't really matter what it's in. For example, I ended up working in a school, and to work in a school, you need a degree in anything.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it's not like you've got to have a degree in geography to teach geography. You need a degree to show that you're like well educated. So I sort of utilised it into that while doing freelance stuff on the side, like in the evening on the weekend, because obviously a lot of football's on the weekend, in my spare time. So it's not like I jumped straight into a journalism job, but it's the YouTube channel has probably opened up more opportunities than actually the degree itself. I'm not taking away from the degree, because the degree was jokes in it. It's like probably one of the... Like, imagine going to uni for 3 years and having like no reading and no like essays.
It was wicked because we had no exams as well.
Yeah.
And I think what made me not made me start my YouTube, because I said that was in lockdown in 2020, I think.
Yeah.
So obviously we had a module that was making a broadcast. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember the half-an-hour broadcast?
Yeah.
And I remember presenting it, and I was just like, "So, welcome back. This is," and I'm like, "No, I can't do that." And I was watching it back, and now I don't care about the sound of my own voice because I'm just so used to it.
Used to it, yeah.
Yeah. So
Do you know what we did in that project? We whacked in Match of the Day.
was I wasn't in your group? Was I? Was I in your group?
No.
I was in your group.
I whacked in Match of the Day footage because we had nothing of West Ham.
No way.
Because the lecturers never actually said you can't use this. So I kind of tried to be smart with them. So I whacked in Match of the Day.
I remember I did a badminton segment on there, which I think I'm pretty sure it's still on YouTube, and it's in the group chat of my group. So I'll try and find it. If I can find it, it'll be on screen right now, and I'll play some of it. But I think that's because we learned how to edit as well. And I went to Austria at the end of uni to film something called the United World Games, which is like a mini Olympics for kids who are not as fortunate as us. And I filmed that and edited that, and that was about 45-minute broadcasting, and I was there for about a week and a bit. So that's why I know how to edit, and that's why I like editing. I don't know about you.
It's not a drag anymore.
Yeah, it's not a drag at all.
But if you want to talk about best achievement, funny enough.
Sorry, we'll go off on a tangent there.
Yeah, it's all right. So one of my videos is interviewing Saeed Benrahma, who's at West Ham now. This is when he was at Brentford. So like obviously getting into that sort of mix zone.
Was that for your YouTube?
Channel. Via my channel, right? So I go up to Benrahma, obviously start talking to him, right? Obviously he's like linked with a few clubs, and like I'm telling him, can you come to West Ham, right?
Well, you're a scout now as well. You can add that to the resume.
No. Obviously I want him to come to my team, innit? Because he's a baller. So I'm about to say come to West Ham. I'm filming. Then Thomas Frank walks past, right? Says, hello, Saeed, well played or whatever, walks off. And then I ask Saeed, are you moving to the Premier League in January? And he says, that's too many questions. And he walks off. And then a few months later, he signs for West Ham.
Wow. So you basically...
The interview in Benrahma was a highlight.
Okay, that's good. So is that on your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay. So you got to send me that, and I'll put that on the screen now.
Et on continue sur cette lancée. Inch'Allah, tu as joué dans la Premier League. Inch'Allah. Pour l'équipe nationale, cette année. Belmari téléphone toi?
J'espère qu'il me téléphonera. No.
So, obviously, you made many videos during AFCON, the most recent one.
Thanks for reminding me.
And Algeria went out.
I know.
Did you win a game? You didn't win a game?
No, we didn't win. Ali, you know we didn't win a game.
So what? Obviously, I saw your predictions, but for those that don't watch or haven't encountered your channel, what was your prediction for Algeria? And because I know your prediction for Algeria, so what was your prediction?
To win the tournament, yes.
What did you make of the whole tournament itself?
Organisationally, it was a shambles because Cameroon was meant to host the 2019 one. They got taken off them.
Wasn't Algeria supposed to host as well?
Yeah, but then we don't have the stadiums.
Okay.
What they did, the Euros got expanded to 24 teams.
Yeah.
AFCON got expanded to 24 teams as well, which is a joke, by the way, because you don't even have 24 good teams. And then obviously you need more stadiums.
Yeah.
We just didn't have the capacity.
Right.
Yeah. And didn't have the facilities for that big man.
We don't have the facilities for that big man.
So yeah, AFCON was a joke, but I blame the pitches. That was playing literally like.
I watched a bit of AFCON as well, to be fair.
And it was like dry, players getting injured, the ball bobbling everywhere, it didn't suit us. The last AFCON we won was in Egypt, playing in North Africa, it was calm. That's why the World Cup's going to be calm for us if we go, because it's in Qatar. So it's like playing at home. We will go.
If.
In the Middle East. The only problem is, obviously we have Cameroon in the playoff, so we have to go and play on that pitch again.
But they got to come to you as well.
Yeah, they got to come to us, and obviously with the home fans it'll be different. But obviously there's a lot of dodgy refereeing in AFCON. There was a referee that blew the whistle in the 85th minute.
Yeah.
There was lots of mad thing, wrong national anthems being played.
Really?
Yeah, it was
God.
hilarious, right? But I predicted, well, I did a predictions video. I said Senegal-Algeria final, right? And there was a Senegal-Egypt final. But along the way, I had Algeria to beat Egypt in the last 16.
Okay.
Obviously, Egypt went all the way. So the path I predicted for Algeria, Egypt had, and then met Senegal in the final. So, yeah, I thought we'd win it, because when you don't lose for 35 games, it's very hard to look past winning a tournament.
No matter what kind of teams you play, it's still 35 games is 35 games.
Like if your team went 35 games unbeaten, you're going to feel invincible, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So I thought, okay, we're going to win it, we're going to smash it. Unfortunately, that did not happen. But like, if we go to the World Cup, no one will care. But I'm glad Senegal won it, innit? Because they've never won it ever. And Egypt have won it 7 times.
Yeah.
And obviously Mane was a huge deal for him. So, and they've got a sick team, man. Like Koulibaly.
Mendy, who else? Who they got at the back?
Koulibaly, centre-back. He played alongside Kouyaté.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then we've got like Idrissa Gueye in the middle.
Yeah, they got
mad
a
team.
quality team.
Like Ismail Assar was banging.
Yeah, they've got a quality team. So now that AFCON is over, and obviously with the World Cup qualifiers for you, your team specifically, have you got, obviously you're going to make that content, but going forward, have you got any other content you would like to make?
Yeah, so over the summer, I'm going to do Football Manager series.
I think I saw that you proposed to your subscribers. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, managing Algeria.
Okay.
Because I can now I know Football Manager, a lot of people make Football Manager content, not managing Algeria. And also on FM, you can talk to players that are eligible and sign them up.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is sick. So I can go and talk to Elise, talk to Awar, get these man in, try and win the World Cup in 2026. I think that'd be quite fun.
Yeah, that sounds a good idea.
I'll do like an FM series. I've sort of grown out of FIFA. I don't know about you, but I've grown out of FIFA.
I still play it, but
I'm not going to play it on my team every night or whatever.
Yeah.
I like pro clubs, but like, everyone's so busy now. They can't get 4 or 5 men together.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I prefer playing FM. So I'll do a Football Manager series probably, and then try and get viewers to interact. So like at the end of every video, I'll probably be like, who do you want me to start on the wing next game? And then use the comments, and then...
It's a proper YouTuber right there,
Yeah,
interacting with the audience. Right, I think that covers all I've had to ask you today. So thank you for coming on the Chinwag podcast, Dean. Before we end, is there anything you want to plug? Which obviously there is. So just tell the viewers, look into the camera and tell them what...
Which one? This one?
Yeah, that one right there.
Well, if you want to subscribe to Dean Ammi for top tier Algerian football content, then you're more than welcome to come along and enjoy the ride.
Yep, links will be in the description below for them. Okay, but yeah, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thank you.
So, if you did enjoy that podcast, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel and Dean's channel. And I'll see you later for more.
Bro, when the video's out, I'm going to mad share it. I'll try to get you to 1K in it.
Thank you so much, bro.